That is a hot mess we've gotten ourselves into. Valmar's heart. So all along she'd been infected by the heart of Valmar. Or I should say we don't know how long. But given what she said there, there's still so many things we don't know. I feel like everybody freaking knows something except for us. And that she knows something and that she wasn't... I feel like Celine isn't even evil, per se. For one, she's devoted herself completely to Zara. So I'm gonna have a word with his sorry butt when I'm done killing this sorry sack of crap. And that she said unfortunately no. I feel like she didn't want to do this at all. She didn't want to do any of this, but she was only doing it because something probably frickin' Zara told her to. Come on! And the way she was speaking about everybody, I feel is almost something like what Ryuta would have said not long ago. But at the same time, what she said, a lot of it doesn't make sense right now, which I feel like she was at the end of her rope. Faced with a truth she couldn't deal with. This was her response. We're gonna have to learn a lot more about this soon, and heaven help me, we are going to. I'm starting with the same crap that I've started before. There's 3 targets, so I'm gonna buff everybody up with Lion's Roar. Then I'm gonna start pounding everybody with our strongest attacks. Oh, they're doing something. What are you doing? Cold, tremor, I'll live. Now, there's a lot of other really frustrating things that will happen over the course of this fight. That being one of them. They lowered Tio on the act gauge. And she's going to stay pretty low unless we buff her back up. I'm going to try to reduce their numbers very quickly.
Oh, tainted ones.
And I'll probably try to leave Merrig to... and Elena to doing the buffing and healing and everything. Because we're going to have a lot of really nasty status effects going out on this fight.
Sworn enemies, you shall be defeated! Take that! Sky Dragon Slash!
Taking out those 2 eyes very quickly, though, will solve a lot of problems.
Release wind.
Okay, we have boost movement. I feel like this is the act gauge one. I can never remember, and the wording is always different. Like, it says movement, which means it does act, and then, like, the other one says, like, boosts action, and it boosts movement for whatever ridiculous reason. No, that one was move. Son of a gun. So I have to figure out how to get Tio's act back up. Okay, lowered attack, I'll deal. Nice job, Tio. You get to go again, which is pretty cool. Okay, so that was actually move. Ups movement. No, that one's boost movement. This one's, ups movement ability, which I'm pretty sure this one is going to be act. Tio could also use a little bit of life. I think she'll live for the moment. Do I want to focus on killing the eyes? I've got a couple pretty good attacks going off right now. I'm going to focus on healing. No, I shouldn't need healer. If she's at more than half. That should get her act back up. Yeah. That is not a spell that I cast. He's got a lot of HP.
Come, O life-bearing water!
You'll regret that!
Release wind.
Sworn enemies, you shall be defeated! Take that! Sky Dragon Slash!
Those eyes are so close to being dead. We're gonna have to lump a turn, though. Okay, we're down one defense, but that should just put us back at neutral. No, we're actually at -1 now, so I'm gonna... What are we at? What are you doing? You're doing something. Black Fox Spear. That may hit Elena. It'll hit Tio for sure. I can't stop it in time either, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Unless I wanted to defend, but I think I'll be fine. This is probably going to hit a lot of people. No, well, it probably just hit Tio.
Oh!
The rumbling of earth and mountain, grant me power!
What are you doing? What are you doing? Stram? Don't care. How much HP do you have left? 708? 1480? Probably... you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this, and we'll see what happens. I knew I wasn't gonna stop that guy. But this should cover up any leftovers from Elena.
Oh, tainted ones! Return to the world of darkness.
With 4 stars in it, that cancel goes pretty quick. Killed them. Good news.
Lotus flower, bloom.
Of course, that did nothing, because he's way at the start already. Okay, well, I'm all out of Pope. But, I can stab you pretty good. How are we looking? We got an attack -1. I'll live, seeing as he's the only target left. Black Fog Spew again. On me, specifically. Nope, can't get anywhere away from him. Oh, did he, like, just do it, or what? I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. At this point, I'm just killing him. Sounds good. You could technically do Fast Dance World, but you know what? I'm gonna do this.
Beast King Smash! Strike! Purple Lightning!
Should die this turn.
Take that! And that! Yeah! Ha!
If this doesn't kill him, Tia will.
Come, thunder, shake the heavens. Gotta work even harder.
I know just what the crap I'm doing. And holy crap, that explains a lot. Okay, I'm gonna recover real quick. I'm pretty sure I can go over here and still save. Yeah. That explains a lot, though. We still don't know everything. But that certainly explained why, even near the end, Elena was... Like, Elena, but... Ah, jeez. It explains why Elena didn't want to get too close to Ryudo. Despite that both of them knew how they felt. That she backed off and said, like, no, can't do that. That explains why frickin' Millennia was saying, like, no, it's not the most important thing in your life. When that was so much bigger than just, oh, but I have to follow Zera's orders. No, these are mutually exclusive choices. It explains why Elena couldn't get too close to Millennia, even after they had the moment where Elena had to reach to Valmar in order to save Ryudo with the horns, how she was still so standoffish, refusing to get close or understand Millennia at all, because she knew, one way or the other, Millennia was gonna die. Of course she's gonna feel like crap when they get to the end of their journey. She's gonna die soon! I'm kicking your butt so hard, Zera. So frickin' hard. The stairs up and around. We saw this door before, but couldn't go in. Oh, this is pretty cool just to have in the back room. So Tio and Merrick having trouble catching up with us. And that's more concerning. Oh no, you two get the crap back here. Not going anywhere without me following. Oh, yeah, this is also...
Light and darkness are intertwined. Man's soul is also thus defined. A balance giving rise to good and evil. Yet, the world is covered in darkness and is now headed for certain destruction.
What are you saying, Pope Zira? Why did you send us to get the Grana Saber? Are not the preparations for sealing Valmar already complete? All we need is the blessing of Lord Granus.
Yes, that is certainly so. Yet darkness is strong, and light is weak. Why do you think that is? Long, long ago, light and darkness fought each other in perpetuity, wrestling each other for dominion. Men too fought for light or darkness. Hence the battle of good and evil began. It was this battle that put an end to the rivalry between Granus and Valmar, good and evil. Come, you too should bear witness to the truth. Long, long ago, the people lived happily, basking in the light of Lord Granus's love. The world was bountiful, filled with radiant beauty. But then Valmar arrived and brought the taint of darkness to the world, staining the pure and innocent hearts of the people. A battle between light and darkness, was inevitable. The battleground stretched as far as the eye could see, and the fighting continued endlessly, with neither side yielding an inch. Finally, the time had come for Lord Granus and Valmar to face each other, to settle the long, endless battle. Then...
How could that be? That was the end of the battle of good and evil?
Yes. Lord Granus died long, long ago. Valmar was victorious in battle.
Lord Granus died?
Yes. That is why there is no light in man's soul. Now that Granus is dead, there is no way to prevent the revival of Valmar. The world is certainly doomed.
What? Then why did you make us hunt for the Granite Saber?
You could never use the sword of a dead god to defeat Valmar, who is about to be newly reborn.
You cannot be Pope Zira.
Oh, if that cursed Malphas had found the Granite Saber, I would not have needed you. My purpose was to release the body of Valmar that was sealed together with the Granite Saber.
What did you say? You can't!
Yes, Selene too performed her last service. It was for that purpose that I planted the heart of Valmar within her. My goal is the revival of Valmar.
So everything I have done so far has been...
You fool! The devil's trade is in damnation, and your dealings will damn us all, even yourself!
That I know well. Yet to save this doomed world, we have no choice but to use the power of Valmar.
Why is the crest of darkness here?
Songstress of Granus, girl of vile power, you shall awaken Valmar. The time has come, Elena.
Your Highness Zira! No!
As I promised, I shall drive millennia from you. I shall drive out darkness and sin. Now, come to me. Look to the moon and witness the revival of Valmar!
this is a man of faith. Pope Zera was one beloved by all. The church itself really had no fault, had no folly. It entirely comes down to Zera. In fact, I wonder when it was that this revelation even came to him. Perhaps it was before this cathedral was even created, the cathedral being made on top of this discovery. Or perhaps it was thought to be a holy spot for Granis, and built around it, and only recently he came to this discovery. But when you've spent your entire life devoted to a god, devoted to the one and only God that can bring light and life and righteousness to the world, only to find that that God is dead, and has been for a very long time. How would you react? Zera, who's lived his entire life knowing as much as that Valmar is something we constantly have to be fighting against, working against, strengthening our soul against, to learn that there is no light whatsoever. How inevitable would it then seem that, of course, Valmar is going to win? And if you know Valmar is going to win, and if you still want people to be saved, you want people to live, I can see where someone would throw their coins in with the Dark God. And that kind of revelation would also make him exceptionally vulnerable to being taken by Valmar. And poor Selene, at this point, who wanted nothing but then to give herself to Zera, that got wrapped up in his story. Pope Zera is on the moon. And I'd say it's around about time we follow him. Because I'll be darned if I'm going to have any of this BS going on. If there is no God of light and our only recourse, the only God remaining, is the God of darkness, then instead of giving myself in to that God of darkness, I would just assume fight against it. And of course, all the pieces of Valmar, save the horns, are held directly within Elena, which have now been brought to Valmar's moon. The Granisaber, as we saw previously, was sealing the body itself. And with that, all of Valmar is held. If we go to the moon, that's the final piece. And if Valmar is the only god left, I'll fly to the moon and take out that god myself. Until next time, everyone. The Granisaber may not be some holy sword. It may be only one of many ships that were flown during the battle of good and evil. But it's enough to get us to our destination. And where we may just get to kill a god.